Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Palm Beach Skate Zone in Lakewood, Florida. Today's hockey game features the Lynn University Fighting Knights versus the Florida University Seminoles. I'm Clifton Haskin, the voice of Lynn Ice Hockey. Alongside me is our color commentator, Luis Baez, and the Fighting Knights suffered a very devastating and deflating 8-2 loss to the Vanderbilt Commodores. Luke Panzo and Sam Sheffield did put home 2 goals in that latest game, and Chris Graham stopping 35 shots. A little note about the Florida State Seminoles. They haven't won a game since November 4th, and with the season coming to an end, both teams are really wanting to finish at least with a win column. And Luis, that's continuing the excellent work they've done on the special teams.
Yeah, certainly, Clifton. Fighting Knights went on I believe, 8 straight successful penalty kills. Overall, in the last 3 games, they've gone 8-1. Obviously, as I mentioned, that streak ending in the middle of that second period of the last match against the Commodores, Vanderbilt Commodores. Yeah, I believe so, Clifton. They've been really great at keeping these teams at bay during that penalty kill. Coach Peroni's opted with the big man, Towns Haley. And Towns Haley and Kevin Mikolanda has worked out brilliantly in that special teams. Coach Peroni does like to get very creative. And when he wants to be aggressive, he'll plug in Mason Marie on that penalty kill, too, who's excellent and can create offensive opportunities even on the penalty kill, Clifton. So, yeah, I look for them to really continue that hot streak as we face off against the Florida State Seminoles tonight, who are coming in, Clifton, as you mentioned, with a 5-game losing streak, looking to also get on the win column.
And, Luis, we did see quite the pattern in those 2 recent games against the Vanderbilt Commodores, and that pattern was in both of those games. The Fighting Knights were letting up a lot of goals early on in the period, especially in that second period. That second period has been very devastating for the Fighting Knights. Do you think they can fix that pattern here tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I think Fighting Knights, although very crushing losses, I think they learned a lot from those 2 losses. They learned what they're truly capable of, and it starts with the top line right there, Clifton. Tommy Gramondo's making an appearance tonight, the captain. So you love to see him back in the lineup and try to rejuvenate this Lynn offense.
And we did see some excellent play from the newest addition to the Fighting Knights roster, Blake Berger. He was down there on the 4th line on the first game against Vanderbilt, and then he moved up to, I believe, the 2nd and the 3rd line for the Fighting Knights. And he had an excellent game that weekend against the Commodores, nearly pocketing his first goal of the season. And now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's in the roster here tonight, but we do see, as you mentioned earlier, the captain, Germondo, here looking to lead his way to his roster to a victory here tonight, Luis. His time is winding down here in this warm-up. Luis, do you think the head coach, Michael Peroni, sticks with the top line for the Fighting Knights?
Yes, Clifton, I believe so. I think this time around, the Fighting Knights have definitely looked for them to adjust for sure. Especially coming off back-to-back straight losses like that, you expect them to make those proper adjustments in tonight's matchup.
And, Luis, do you still start Chris Graham in net today after that rough loss, the most recent one, to the Commodores?
Yes, Clifton. I mean, the Fighting Knights goaltending this season has not been an issue at all. The box score might say something else, but truly, the goaltending has not been the problem this season so far. Goaltending has been excellent, both from Chris Graham and Joe Responte. I'd look for them to have a great match tonight, and really just come up clutch for the Fighting Knights. I believe in that second period of the last game, I think the, Chris Graham made an excellent, excellent save to keep the Fighting Knights in the game when they had a brutal penalty kill right there. And looked like the game was slipping away, and it gave some hope to the Fighting Knights.
And Luis, we did have a very recent 5-minute major from one of the defensemen, our big man, Towns Haley, number 92. But I think despite that, Lynn's defensemen have been great. But I think the biggest problem that's really contributed to all these major losses has been the Fighting Knights' lack of back checking. The Fighting Knights really need to work on getting back and helping out their defense, making sure their goaltender can secure saves, no second opportunities, and that all starts from back checking. And hopefully they can really work on that here tonight against the Florida State Seminoles as time is winding down, just about over 30 seconds left. We could see Chris Graham in net again for tonight.
Yeah, Clifton. It's something that's I'm gonna be looking for tonight. The Fighting Knights to hopefully have made that adjustment. The goaltending can only help out so much. You need those defensemen there to help out. It's what they're there for. The blue liners, they have to come in clutch for the Fighting Knights if they want to succeed tonight and get their first win in a very, very long time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to today's game, which features Lynn University's Fighting Knights and Florida State University Seminoles. Let's listen to today's starting lineups.
Luis, there are our starting lineups for tonight. Kevin Mikolanda, no surprise there. Very productive defenseman for the Fighting Knights. And we do see the typical combination, Peroni loves this combination, of Luca Vicino, Rocco Braun, and Sam Sheffield starting tonight for the Fighting Knights.
Yeah.
And we do see Chandler in net tonight. A very big surprise there. We were really expecting Chris Graham to take the role of the goaltender for the Fighting Knights. But I do like this move. A fresh face in net between the pipes tonight against the Seminoles.
I look forward to watching Chandler here tonight, see what he can contribute to tonight's game. As I mentioned, the Fighting Knights goaltending has been excellent, so it'd be nice to see if Chandler, which I believe is his first appearance at home, is going to do here tonight as puck drop, and we're on the way.
Indeed, we are underway here at Palm Beach Skate Zone. The Fighting Knights in their home blue jerseys and the Florida State University Seminoles in their away maroon. As now Sam Sheffield gaining control, chipping this one up to the defense. Now Rocco Braun on the pickup and on the rush. Now it's Braun trying to find Sheffield. The Fighting Knights tag teaming them in the corner. And Sheffield, that attack shut down. Braun, Mikolanda, shot! That one wide. Now it's Kurth. Kurth down low. Rimming this all the way to Mikolanda's side. Braun on the forecheck. Another long shot and a save, bringing us to our first stoppage of the night. Luis, the Fighting Knights are off to an aggressive start with their forecheck, getting in nearly 2 shots there. Kevin Mikolanda had a very early opportunity.
Yeah, certainly great start for the Fighting Knights here. Look for them to add on to this pressure.
And Captain Germondo on the draw. Towns Haley using his long reach there. Now the Seminoles on the rush. That one shut down by Mason Marini. Now it's Germondo on the pickup. Germondo has Mickelbus, shoves his man away, a backhand, and another save from the Florida State Seminoles goaltender.
Great shot right there. Going for the near side post right there. Tough angle, just unable to squeeze it past the goaltender right there. But if Clifton, so far so good for the Fighting Knights, would you say?
Now Valencia on the forecheck, aided by Mason Marie. Valencia battling there in the corner, and now Mason Marie takes control, receiving that hit. Now it's Mickelbus. Mickelbus stripped away from that one. A long pass that bounces its way into the Fighting Knights zone. Marie defending. Now it's Mickelbus. Mickelbus, a 3-on-2 opportunity. Tries to go off the boards, can't reach the Captain Germondo, and now it's in the hands of Towns Haley. Now Mason Marie. Mason Marie loves to take it up, and he stopped there in neutral territory. The Fighting Knights still sticking with this line, and now they're off they go for a change. Now it's Stapleton, along with Jack Douglas and Zach Stevens. And off goes Towns Haley in exchange for Doyle. Now it's Douglas trying to keep the offense going for the Fighting Knights. Jack Douglas blowing a tire and a block shot, and this one hammered all the way down the ice. No one touching it. Icing waved off. The Fighting Knights bench was rather confused why it was waved off, but play continues. Now it's Jack Douglas hounded by 2 Seminoles players. And a high hit there and a very early penalty for the Fighting Knights. This will put them on the penalty kill very early on in the game, just under 3 minutes in.
Well, Fighting Knights are going to face their first penalty kill of the night, Clifton. As I mentioned at the opening, they were successful for 8 consecutive penalty kills. Let's see how they attack this penalty kill here tonight. Early on, I believe they're going to try to set the tone here, Clifton, as Coach Peroni opts with Gramando, Willem Kurth, Vecino, and number 26, Matt Fromer, coming in for the special team squad right here.
And Luis, the Fighting Knights are very excellent on this penalty kill, but I really imagine you wouldn't want to have it tested this early on in the game, as we do see a long shot opportunity there from Luca Vecino. This is a very aggressive pair here, Luis. The Captain Gramando. We do see Captain Gramando and Luca Vecino out here, two very productive players. Maybe Coach Peroni, the head coach, looking to make an aggressive move here with this duo. As the Seminoles on the attack on their man advantage. This one stripped away for a back-checking play from Vecino, and backhands this one all the way down the ice. Vecino not applying any form of pressure, along with the Captain Gramando staying back and aiding the defense. The Seminoles breaking into the offensive zone, looking to set up. Florida State going rinkside, down low now. Now back up to the point, almost getting out of the zone. Play continues. The Seminoles in the corner, now up top. Now they go D to D, far side, looking for a slot shot, but this one deflecting off for a stoppage. 16:02 showing on the clock in this first period of play. The Fighting Knights, just 44 seconds to go on this penalty kill. This one an early penalty coming to number 43, the defenseman, Willie Doyle. As the Florida State, a turnover behind the net, and now they go up top. The Seminoles trying to go down low now. Miko Londa, along with Coffey and Eddie Valencia out there on the penalty kill. And Miko Londa with a crushing hit there in the corner. Miko Londa setting the physical tone early, trying to throw another hit. 18 seconds left on this penalty kill. This one sent all the way down the ice, trying to eat up every bit of time. Miko Londa hearing the cheers from the bench as there's just 5 seconds left on this penalty kill. The Florida State Seminoles player blowing a tire. They still enter the zone. And a centering play and a very flashy glove save there from Chandler to end off the penalty kill for the Fighting Knights. Luis, this is a lot of momentum here, and they can really use it and change this here in the offense.
Oh. Chandler making his presence known right off the bat with an excellent sure-handed glove save right there as the penalty kill concludes, and the Fighting Knights once again successful in the penalty kill, Clifton. Of course, that momentum being great. I'd love to mention the great poke checking that happened throughout that penalty kill, including that one poke check by Vecino, deflecting all the way up to the rafters and killing off the Seminoles' form of attack.
Now a centering attempt there by Zach Stevens, trying to find Dylan Stapleton. Stapleton going back door. Douglas free in front. And a stoppage. Another opportunity for the Fighting Knights. The Fighting Knights really creating a lot of opportunities early on, as we do see a change of lines for the offense.
Certainly, Clifton. They're creating opportunities in different ways. That one right there, up close and personal with the goaltender. The last few shots coming in on long range right there from the point. You love to see the different styles and approaches in an offense from the Fighting Knights here to start off this match.
And Luke Panzo taking the draw there. Panzo had a goal in the last game against the Commodores as he tries to extend that point streak of his to 2 goals here tonight against the Seminoles. And Towns Haley using that big frame of his to stop that offensive chance. And now number 21, Mason Marie, dipping and diving, evading 3 men, and Mason Marie on the attack. Comes back the other way for the Seminoles. Now it's Towns Haley, a one-on-one, a pad save, rebound opportunity. And now it's Haley, the big man, rumbling down the ice. Now gives it to Danny Coffey. Coffey can't receive that pass. It bounces around in the neutral zone. Now it's Mason Marie. Now Jose Arroyo deflecting this one in. 13:38 left in this first period of play. Rocco Braun on the forecheck. Now it's the Seminoles along the outside. Doyle defending. Excellent deflection there. Now it's Vecino. Vecino finding Braun. Braun has Sheffield. Sheffield, a shot off the post. Play continues in the corner. Doyle continuing the attack. Now it's Vecino keeping the offense going. This one's ending up in the near side corner. 13 minutes left in this first period. Now it's Matt Fromer. Fromer looking to Doyle. Finds him. Now it's Vecino trying to deflect this one. Didn't get it all the way down. And landing right into the hands of the Seminoles. Florida State wheeling through the ice on the attack. A slap shot. This one deflecting up and out of play for a whistle. There was a very narrow chance there, Luis. It seems the Fighting Knights are just getting closer and closer with every rush.
Beautiful passing from the Fighting Knights right there. Awesome feed. So I believe the number 8, Luca Vecino, who drove it down from neutral zone down to the offensive zone right there. And just great passing from the Fighting Knights. You love to see it, Clifton. You'd like to think that a goal is imminent in this period for the Fighting Knights.
Kevin Michelonda battling there in the corner, trying to get possession of it. And now it's Dean Mickelbust. Mickelbust takes the hit. And now a stalemate ensues along the boards. Kurth battling. The Seminoles get it free, and Michelonda with the poke-checking play and sends his man down to the ice with authority. Now it's Valencia. Valencia finding Mickelbust. Mickelbust missed the pass. And now this one ending up in the far side corner. Michelonda hit the back of the net. They battle for it, and a penalty on the play. This looks to be to Michelonda for tripping. Yes, Kevin Michelonda making his way to the box. He's arguing with the ref about the call. Luis, it looks like there was a battle for the puck on the back of the net, and he may have clipped the Florida State Seminoles player's legs, bringing him down to the ice for a very easy tripping call.
Yeah, it seems like that Michelonda right there got tangled up with the Florida State Seminoles player right there, and it's just unfortunate for the Fighting Knights. Not what you wanted after such great momentum off of the last offensive rush. Back to the penalty kill we go, and you can only hope that the Fighting Knights go back to that success that they found earlier in the period with another successful penalty kill, sticking to those basics and the fundamentals.
The Fighting Knights really testing their luck early on, and with the deflection and a goal, the Seminoles on the board first here in tonight's game on a power play goal.
Well, Seminoles efficient with their power play right there, cashing in. Long shot from the point right there. Just skipping past right under the goaltender's stick of Matt Chandler. And unfortunately for the Fighting Knights, they face themselves down and under once again with 11:41 left in the first period.
Draw taken back all the way to Towns Haley. Now it's Trokey, and now gives it to Mickelbust. Mickelbust trying to tie the game. Can't get to the Florida State Seminoles defense, and now it's Towns Haley. Haley backhanding this one to Valencia. Valencia going down low to Mickelbust. Now it's Germondo. Germondo missing his man. Another turnover. Mickelbust trying to find Valencia in front. Couldn't reach it. Now it's the captain. The captain, a backhand, misses the net. They try to center. Now it's Mickelbust. Mickelbust trying to work his way to the front. This one stripped away from him. And now the Seminoles coming back the other way. The Seminoles, a long shot. That one deflecting to the netting for a stoppage. We're just 45 seconds over the halfway point of this first period. The Florida State Seminoles got a recent goal in the power play. That goal coming just seconds into the power play and bringing them an early lead. Vecino on the draw. Wins it back to Matt Fromer. Fromer hammering this one all the way to the other side. Now it's Sam Sheffield. Sheffield trying to find Marie and launches this all the way down the ice for an icing. The draw coming all the way back down to the left of Chandler. Sheffield on the draw. The top line for the Fighting Knights. The Seminoles trying to break through right on that face-off. Matt Fromer taking his man out of the play. And now it's Vecino. Vecino going off the boards to Marie. And this one, a deflection coming all the way down the ice. Now it's Sheffield on the forecheck. Now it's Braun. Braun trying to find Vecino. Shot from Marie. And a save from the Seminoles goaltender.
Lynn Ice Hockey fans, tell the world you are watching, share your experiences, connect with other fans, and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite team. For more information, visit Lynn Ice Hockey on Instagram and Twitter at Lynn Ice Hockey and tweet us using the hashtag LynnKicksIce.
Marie taking the straw back. Finding Vecino. Vecino sent into the boards. No call there. Vecino helping out along that stalemate. Trying to find Braun. Braun tried to get it back to Marie. This one exits the zone. And now Mason Marie diving in with speed. Marie looking for options. Fires. And this one skipping its way out of play.
Great shot right there on the by Mason Marie on target. Just unable to get it past the goaltender, straight to his chest. But Mason Marie really trying to anchor this offense for the Fighting Knights. As he comes off the ice now, you hope that that momentum can carry over and the Fighting Knights can feed off of Mason Marie's offensive intentions.
Now a deflection there by Stapleton. A shot coming from Douglas, and now Douglas with it, wheeling around, evading his man. And now tries to center it. Stapleton whizzes that one by the net. A deflection. No goal to call. Puck just inches away from crossing the goal line.
Yeah, Fighting Knights creeping and creeping. Unable to get it past the goal line, Clifton. It was a continuous theme on the last time out for the Fighting Knights as well, just unable to get it squeaked past the goal line right there. I think the Fighting Knights need to be a little bit more aware of where they're standing and noticing that they have a little bit more room and more time to create space and get those shots past the goaltender.
Now Stapleton with it. Stapleton exiting the zone. This one launched all the way down the ice. Icing waved off from the Seminoles forecheck. Now they try to center it. Now Kevin Mikolonda blazing through neutral territory. Mikolonda, a wrister. That one whizzing by the net. Now the Fighting Knights. Stapleton going off for a change. In exchange for Danny Coffey. Now Haley off the boards. And the Seminoles breaking back into the zone. And a huge hit there from Towns Haley. Haley giving him the business. And now the puck coming back the other way. 8:08 showing on the clock in the first period. Now it's Willem Kurth. Kurth trying to go down low. And a turnover. And now Towns Haley, the only one back. This one skipping its way near the net. It's Haley stapling his man. The Seminoles trying to go up top. Now this one giving away to Panzo. And Glenn Brand there on the forecheck. Now a long lead pass. A long slap shot. This one going off the shoulder. And for a stoppage.
Great stop there by Chandler, deflecting the puck off of his left shoulder right there. I've loved what I've seen from so far from Matt Chandler, Clifton. He hasn't been overwhelmed by the moment. You know, he's been sure-handed, excellent saves, and so far so good.
The Fighting Knights are just inches away from quite a few goals, and if things go their way, they could have a much larger lead. Now this one off to Sheffield. Sam Sheffield, a spin move, and now it's Luca Vicino. Vicino, Braun looking for options. Down to Sheffield. Sheffield, oh, trying to hit Trokey. Trokey couldn't handle it. And now it's Mason Marie. Marie with speed now. Mason Marie off to Vicino. Vicino, the toe drag. Vicino trying to center that one. This one turned over. Time winding down here in this first period of play. 6:30 left in the first. As the Seminoles try to break it through neutral territory, but now it's Mason Marie. Mason Marie, a shot. That one through the slot. Now a back-checking play by Mason Marie. Mason Marie with a second try. Marie, a trip, no call. Marie with two excellent chances there. And the offense continues here for the Fighting Knights. Vicino and Marie going off for a change. Now it's Valencia on the forecheck, but it's Mickelbus on the turnover. Mickelbus soaring that one over the net. Now this one launched all the way down the ice for an icing, preventing the Seminoles from changing. And Luis, on this icing here and in all this momentum stacked in their favor, they got to score here on the Seminoles.
They have to, Clifton. This is the prime position. This is where you want the Seminoles to be. You want them to be making those mistakes. And the Seminoles, as you've noticed, have not been able to complete their passes. And it's led to a lot of turnovers, and the Fighting Knights are just been unable to cash in.
Now Gramando on the wraparound shot. This one put to the corner. Now it's Miko Londa. Finds, fires, and that one hitting the glass. Now it's Doyle. Doyle contributing to the offense. Now it's Valencia along the boards. This one hammered all the way down the ice for yet again another icing.
Second consecutive icing for the Seminoles. They're really feeling the pressure of the Fighting Knights. It seems like a never-ending onslaught of shots after shots. You just hope that one can squeak past the goal line, Clifton. They've been excellent maintaining this pressure for seems like the past 2.5 minutes of this final five of the period.
Now it's Doyle at the point, launches this one to the net, and now it's Douglas. Jack Douglas. Now Stapleton, a shot and a stoppage, allowing the Seminoles a long-awaited change of their lines. I really like the mentality there, Luis, of Stapleton just getting anything he can to the net. They really need to challenge this goaltender, really make him make a save here. And at this point in time, this would be the perfect opportunity to do that.
Certainly, certainly. You have to take all the shots possible.
Now the Seminoles pass their way through center ice, breaking in on the attack. And now it's Stevens. Stevens taken down to the ice. No call yet again. Now Stevens over there on the wall. Doyle trying to flick this one out. It lands to the point, a toe drag move. The Seminoles, a long shot, trying to find the slot. That one going off a skate. And now it's Douglas. Douglas breaking out with speed. He stopped there, and a turnover, a centering play. Stapleton just barely getting this one out of the zone. And Fighting Knights offense goes for a change. Danny Coffey and Jose Arroyo stepping onto the ice. Now it's Miko Londa, 2-on-1 opportunity, shot, save, rebound attempt. Miko Londa still battling his way in the corner. The Seminoles going off the glass with this one. Now it's Danny Coffey. Danny Coffey finding Miko Londa. Miko Londa, another turnover there. And this one skipping its way over the boards for a whistle.
Lynn Ice Hockey is sponsored by Adidas, Hustle Clean, Requipped, and BioSteel.
This draw coming to center ice. The Fighting Knights applying 3 men on the forecheck. Jose Arroyo can't find Panzo, and the Seminoles come back the other way. The Seminoles, the far side, centering play. Chandler clearing that one away. And now it's Jose Arroyo. Arroyo tied up with his own man. And it goes back and forth along the center ice. A long shot there, pad save, rebound, another save by Chandler. Now it's cleared away by Kurth. A long point shot. This one backhanded to the wall. The Fighting Knights stuck in their own zone. Poke checking play there by Fromer. The Seminoles, another shot and a save. A well-needed one there by Chandler.
Chandler, you love to see an athletic goaltender, and that's what Chandler is. Not afraid to stretch out his legs right there and get his stick to the puck to deflect it. Crucial first save from Chandler from the onslaught of the Seminoles, clearing the puck with his stick lifting, which is a shows signs of a very, very confident goaltender, I believe.
Time winding down here in the first. 2:40 showing on the clock. Now it's Luca Vicino. Vicino with the move, tries to center it. This one going off the side of the net. And now it's Mason Marie dipping down. Now it's Braun. Back to Marie. Marie with the move. Marie, a shot and a save.
That's Marie's second shot of the game right there. Both ending up in the middle of the goaltender's chest right there. Just unfortunate for Marie. Unable to get the right angle to get it past him.
And Luis, that the shot right into the logo of the goaltender for the Seminoles has been a very common occurrence for the Fighting Knights here. Now we see a 2-on-3 opportunity. The Seminoles, a shot and a save there by Chandler. Another centering attempt. Now this puck skipping its way up into the air. The Seminoles continuing their attack. Luca Vicino. And toe drag move there. This one exiting the zone. Just a $1.50 left in this first period. Now it's Towns Haley on the pickup. Haley, a long pass. This one deflecting off the boards. The entire Fighting Knights roster going for a change. Valencia, Gramando, and Mickelbus stepping onto the ice. Now this turnover taken away by Valencia. Haley trying to find Valencia. Goes to Mickelbust. Mickelbust on a 3-on-2. Mickelbust, toe drag. Gramando soaring that opportunity over the net. Late here in this first period.
Gramando sailing that one way past the goaltender's head. Again, Clifton, it's a reoccurring issue for the Fighting Knights. They have not been situationally aware of their surroundings. Gramando had more time and space right there. Could have opted for a far side shot right there, but ended up just sailing it past the goaltender. You wonder if the Fighting Knights are going to have enough time to score in this first period, with only 1 minute and 5 left.
We do see the Seminoles controlling along the near side, and now coming back on a 3-on-2. A shot there stopped. The Seminoles still looking for the net. Now it's Mickelbust. Now it's the captain, Gramando. Gramando trying to find Valencia. 40 seconds left in the first. Gramando along the turnover, trying to find Mickelbust to save. There, another opportunity. This one blocked. Now it's Gramando in the corner. Gramando going to Doyle. Doyle, a wrister, save. Now it's back the other way for the Seminoles. Mickelbust on the back check. Now it's Doyle. Doyle to Trokey. 10 seconds left. The Seminoles going D to D. A long slap shot. This one right into the logo of Chandler. Continues to play it, and time will expire.
At the end of the first period, your score here at Palm Beach Skate Zone. Florida State University Seminoles 1, Lynn University Fighting Knights 0. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back here at Palm Beach Skate Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to tonight's game, which features Lynn University's Fighting Knights and Florida State University's Seminoles. Well, Clifton, as we start the second period here at Puck Drop, Fighting Knights you would think one's gotta go through at some point.
Absolutely. Too many opportunities in that first period. The Fighting Knights are just knocking at the door of the Florida State Seminoles, and I really expect them to really acknowledge that here in the second period as they go to work here. Sam Sheffield trying to get that shot away, finds Willem Kurth at the point. Kurth trying to go back door. Sheffield can't pull the trigger. Sheffield fires, and that one wide. Now it's Willem Kurth at the point. Now Luca Vicino diving in, back door to Mikolanda. Mikolanda, a shot, ringing off the post. Now it's Kurth. Sheffield, an opportunity there in front. And now Kurth rims this one down all the way around to Braun. Rocco Braun. Battling along the boards. Now it's Vicino. Braun fires, no goal, hitting the post. Another opportunity for the Fighting Knights. Centering play. In Valencia, Braun couldn't pull the trigger. And now a shot there for the Seminoles. Kurth with time and space. Kurth finding Luca Vicino. Luca Vicino wheeling in, toe drag move. Vicino, save! My goodness, another opportunity for the Fighting Knights. And now the Seminoles coming back the other way. Mikolanda defending along with the Captain Gramando. Centering play there. Now it's Valencia. Valencia trying to get this one to Mickelbust. Luis, just as we talked about just moments ago, too many opportunities.
Too many, Clifton, too many. Too many to count. One has to go through, Clifton. The Fighting Knights have to stay with this pressure. Do not give in to the Florida Seminoles defense and just keep pounding them. And hopefully one should fall through.
Now the Gramando hammering this one down the ice, and that one offsides for an icing. Excuse me, just offsides. Now Doyle, the first man on the scene, trying to get this to Stapleton. Doyle, that one, a long shot into the corner. Now Doyle hip checking his man, bringing him down to the ice. Now it's Douglas poke checking this one out of the defensive zone for the Fighting Knights. The Seminoles passing their way into the offensive zone and going offsides. .59 showing on the clock here in this second period. The Fighting Knights have had an explosive start, Luis. Too many chances, way too many, and yet still no goal on the board in favor of the Fighting Knights.
Clifton, I have lost count. I have lost count in how many opportunities. Once again, you just hope that one's going to fall through.
And now Douglas getting this one on to Doyle. Doyle trying to reach Stapleton. Hit Stapleton's skate. Now a 3-on-2 opportunity. Towns Haley defending. The Seminoles looking to set up their attack. Now it's Haley. Haley getting this one to Stevens. Stevens going off for a change. Now this one hammered all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. Now it's Trokey. Trokey looking for Danny Coffey. Coffey overskates it. And now the Seminoles, a shot, a save by Chandler. Trokey again with it now. Now an opportunity for the Fighting Knights. A drop pass to Trokey, long shot. That one deflected to the corner. Now it's Danny Coffey centering play. Panzo couldn't put it home, and now a one-on-one back the other way. An excellent fancy move from the Seminoles. This one hammered all the way to the point. Another shot. That one blockered to the corner. The Seminoles controlling along the outside. Coffey putting this one to the point. Panzo couldn't finish the forecheck. And the Seminoles continue their offense. Now it's Marie on the pickup. Marie with the turnover. Glenn Brand trying to help him recover. The Seminoles control from the circle. Now it bounces around in front. The Seminoles trying to go back door. And a diving save there by Chandler. And some pushing and shoving in front of the net.
What a save by Chandler. Absolutely amazing right there. As he's shaken up and he's trying to get up after that huge collision with all the other Florida State Seminole forwards right there. Clifton. Chandler has really shown he is capable of manning the net right here tonight.
Absolutely, but it does look like Chandler really is shaken up after that play. Hopefully he's okay. He does stay in net, no trainer on the ice. And play will continue. We do have a whistle here. Not sure what the call is. Looks like one of the Florida State Seminoles players was not on his marker. And play begins. Now it's Sheffield trying to go through neutral territory. And now we have an icing.
Fans, we invite you to tune in to watch our final regular season home game against the Florida State Seminoles live on YouTube tomorrow at 12 p.m., Saturday, February 4th. If you're in the South Florida area, come and cheer the Lynn Ice Hockey at Palm Beach Skate Zone in Lake Worth, just 25 minutes north of Lynn University's campus.
Now we have Luca Vicino. Now Rocco Braun. Braun finds Sheffield. Sheffield couldn't get it to the net. Now it's Fromer calling for it. Fromer couldn't control it. Now big Fromer. Getting it to Kurth. Kurth finding Braun. Braun, a toe drag move and getting this one deep. Now it's Sheffield. Sheffield getting to Vicino. Vicino, a move. Centers and couldn't put it to the net. Braun. And now we have a penalty on the play. We do see a power play coming to the Fighting Knights as one Seminoles player looks to make his way to the box.
Referees with a high stick call.
Excuse me, this was a high stick on the side of Rocco Braun, sending the Fighting Knights to their third penalty kill of the night. We did believe that that was on Florida State, Luis, but this looks to be on the side of the Fighting Knights, sending them to their third penalty kill of the night. And now this one wristed all the way down the ice by Doyle. Gramando and Valencia, the penalty killers for the Fighting Knights. The Fighting Knights did give up a power play goal, the only goal so far in today's game. Now it's Valencia defending up top. Now Michelanda. Michelanda shot. Puck stays out. Comes to the point. And this one whizzing by the net. Chandler with another save. Chandler doesn't have his stick. And there is one of the players, the opposing player's stick, in the net of Chandler. Michelanda giving Chandler his stick. Now Florida State controls from the dot. This one hitting the back of the net. Chandler is holding a player's stick, and he finally gets his own. Florida State wanted a call. Play ensues. Now it's the Seminoles controlling their attack, wheeling around the net. Just 40 seconds left. An opportunity for the Seminoles, a block by Miko Londa. A second opportunity for the Seminoles. Now a centering play, trying to go back door. Now it's Germondo, a diving play there, and now a 3-on-1. That long stretch pass blocked by the Seminoles, and they come back the other way. 25 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Fighting Knights. A toe drag play and a score from the Seminoles.
Well, Clifton, this was unfortunate right there. Great effort by Matt Chandler, keeping the Seminoles off the scoring right there. But unfortunately, on that last shot, toe drag move past the defense of the Fighting Knights. And yet another power play goal for the Seminoles, and they're up 2-0 here with 12:29 left.
The Fighting Knights were doing so good on that penalty kill, but now they give up multiple power play goals in today's game. As we do see Mason Marie trying to dive his way through the center ice, but the Seminoles come back the other way. Now it's Towns Haley giving it off to his partner, Mason Marie. Now a turnover, a backhand save by Chandler. Now Braun finding Vicino. Vicino, a one-on-one opportunity. Toe drag and a reverse hit there, sending his man to the ice. Vicino continues the forecheck. Vicino battling in the near side corner with Sheffield, and a penalty coming to the side of the Seminoles. Chandler reaching the bench, and now the extra man hopping on. A long shot and a whistle, bringing us the first Fighting Knights power play of the night.
If the Fighting Knights want to make their presence known in this match, Clifton, it is now. It is right now with this crucial power play as we near the middle of this second period of play, Clifton. You got to believe one's got to get through here. The Fighting Knights are dealing with more space on the ice with a one-man advantage. They've been super close. I look for them to get multiple shots off in this power play opportunity. And hopefully, power play goal, Clifton. That looming goal that the Fighting Knights have been unable to do tonight.
Now we see Rocco Braun giving it to Vicino. Vicino couldn't find Miko Londa. And we do see a bit of a change here, Luis, to this power play one-man advantage. We do see the captain Germondo in favor of Sam Sheffield. Sam Sheffield was on that right side. But now we see Germondo taking the draw, winning it back to Miko Londa. Now gifting it back to Vicino. Miko Londa, long slap shot and deflection. That one going up into the netting.
Great job right there by Miko Londa, getting the shots off. They have to if they're looking to score here, Clifton. Keep that onslaught going. Now with the power play, it only should get better from here on out.
Now this one going to the point. Now it's Luca Vicino. Vicino finds Miko Londa. Miko Londa to Mason Marie. Mason Marie centering off the side of the net. 1 minute and 25 seconds left. Marie, a long shot, scores! Mason Marie with a long shot from the high circle and cuts the Seminoles' lead in half.
Mason Marie, the Fighting Knight. The Fighting Knight himself, Clifton, coming up crucial. Who else, Clifton? Who else but Mason Marie?
Who else but Mason Marie?
He's been trying to anchor this offense the entire night. Fighting Knights finally getting one past the goaltender of the Seminoles. leaving him immobilized, unable to do anything with that puck. Mason Marie is an essential part of this roster, Clifton, and he shows it here once again as the Fighting Knights are back in it with 10:42 left.
An opportunity for the Seminoles and a crucial save there by Chandler. The Fighting Knights really need to take advantage of this momentum and get the puck down the ice, and they do so here, or at least they try to, but the Seminoles come back the other way. 3-on-2, toe drag move, and a collision of Trokey and Sam Sheffield, but now it's Rocco Braun. Now Luca Vecino on the pickup. Vecino a shot, that one blocked. Now it's Trokey and Kurth defending for the Fighting Knights. Trying to go back door. This one skipping by the net. Now it's Trokey getting on to Braun. Braun skips this one out of the zone. Douglas trying to take that one away. Now it's Kurth feeling the pressure. Kurth getting into Trokey. Trokey shovels this one to Vecino. Braun couldn't control it. Now Vecino still on the forecheck. A tired Vecino goes off. Now it's Douglas. On to Kurth. Kurth, a spin move, a turnover there. The Seminoles trying to wrap this one around. That one defended by Trokey. 9-10 left in this second period. A shot there, rebound save, puck still loose. And a whistle. Chandler, multiple crucial saves there for the Fighting Knights.
I am liking Chandler, Clifton. He has come up big, and I mean big time here in this matchup against the Florida State Seminoles. It seems like no situation and shot is really bothering him at all, Clifton. He's handling them all with authority, confidence. He's able to stretch, get his stick out, sure-handed glove saves, deflection off of his shoulder pads. He's gotten every block possible tonight, and it's a great sign for the Fighting Knights, knowing that they can rely on Matt Chandler as well to lock up that goal net.
Now the Seminoles passing their way into the defensive zone of the Fighting Knights. The Knights struggling to get this one out. The Seminoles have time and space, and another save there by Chandler. Another centering play. The Seminoles controlling up top. Going to the high circle. Now down low. The Fighting Knights stuck in their own zone, and a spin move there. They try to pass their way down low. Doyle on the hunt for it. Now it's Mikko Londa. Mikko Londa trying to find Stapleton, but just reloads the point. Now this one cleared away by Stapleton. 8:15 left in this second period of play. Fighting Knights only within one. Now the Seminoles attacking with speed. The Seminoles trying to get this one to the front. Now it's Mikko Londa. Mikko Londa trying to find Valencia. Mikko Londa handing this one to the captain. Luckily getting it down deep. A tired Doyle goes off the ice. Now a long stretch play there. Chandler coming out to glove that one. And Mikko Londa taking exception to his goalie being iced in the face. And we see some pushing and shoving. Tempers really flaring here, Luis. The Fighting Knights have to be careful not to take another penalty. The Seminoles have proven they are on top of it tonight on the man advantage.
Yeah, it's Mikko Londa showing some emotion, and it's a result of the constant pressure the Seminoles have had. They have been unable to successfully really clear the puck, the Fighting Knights, except one time, and every time they do, it's just comes straight back, and they find themselves in their own zone fighting for their lives. They certainly have to be careful, Clifton, as another penalty kill will not be optimal for the Fighting Knights right now.
Did you see the Seminoles giving this one to Mason Marie? Mason Marie, the most recent goal scorer for the Fighting Knights. And that one coming off of a power play. Now Gramando dumping this one in deep. Gramando on the hunt. Blowing a tire, but gets it to Valencia. Valencia looking for options. Going back to Gramando. Gramando couldn't handle that one along the boards. And now the big man, Towns Haley, continuing the attack for the Fighting Knights. Now it's Valencia. Valencia going to the point to Mason Marie. Mason Marie down low to Valencia. Valencia goes behind the 6x4. Now a centering play. No one to put it home. Mason Marie still continuing the attack. The Captain Gramando. A puck battle in the near side corner. Now the Seminoles will clear this one away, and a spin move there by Mason Marie. And turnover coming all the way down the ice to Towns Haley. Towns Haley finding Vicino. Couldn't control it. Now it's Rocco Braun. Braun. Sheffield fires that one wide. Sheffield still with it. Now the big man, Towns Haley. Haley soaring this one over the net. Now it's Valencia. Excuse me, Vicino. Now Sheffield. Sheffield starts and stops. Has time. Down to Braun. Braun fires. This one going around the net. That's 3 missed opportunities for the Fighting Knights. Attack still continues. Vicino trying to center it. Mason Marie down to Braun. Braun down low, toe drag move, and net coming off its pairings. Braun very confused why this wasn't a penalty.
Certainly, I'm confused as well, Clifton.
This should be a delay of game penalty for just pushing the net off its pairings.
The captain, Tommy Gramando, is explaining that same sentiment to the referees. But it seems like it's
no
not going.
Call here.
No call.
Even strength continues with Jack Douglas taking the draw. The Seminoles win this back. Stapleton on the forecheck. Now it's Matt Fromer. Fromer off the boards. Now the Fighting Knights. Jack Douglas on the attack. Douglas fighting his man. Fromer calling for it. Douglas trying to reach it to Fromer. Now it's Big Fromer. A long shot and just tipped away. Now it's Fromer again at the point. Fromer with the second try. Fromer fluttering this one to the net for another stoppage. 5:22 left in this second period of play. The Fighting Knights sending the kitchen sink at the Seminoles goaltender.
That kitchen
tried to even it up.
That kitchen sink should be overflowing by now, Clifton. Fighting Knights yet again, so close to scoring once again, and with Matt Fromer participating in the offense onslaught right here by the Fighting Knights.
Now Fromer stopping his man in his tracks. Douglas on the back check. The Seminoles trying to continue their offense, but now it's Fromer along the boards. Fromer sending his man and taking him down to the ice. The Seminoles a score. And now they stretch their lead back to 2. Seems like Matt Fromer arguing with the referee why there was no call on the ice. Fromer was tangled up.
Certainly, as Fighting Knights still trying to convince the referees, but no chance at that as they're down by 2 once again with an unfortunate deflection there leading to an open lane shot for the Florida State Seminoles forward, and they're back up top, Clifton. Fighting Knights facing that 2-goal deficit once again. See how they respond to it with 4:40 left in the clock.
This is not the position you want to be in for the Fighting Knights. A late goal there, making the lead back to 2. Now we see the captain, Germondo, taking the draw. Germondo winning this back. Now it's Mikolanda. Mikolanda, long stretch pass, icing waved off. Germondo on the forecheck. This one skipping into the hands of Valencia. Now Mickelbust. Mickelbust rimming this one around. Now Germondo. Valencia controlling behind the net. Germondo soars that one behind the net. Now Mickelbust on top of it. Mickelbust diving in. Mickelbust it alone. Valencia trying to put it home. The rebound. They had the goaltender stretched out, but now the Seminoles come back the other way. That shot whizzing behind the net. The Seminoles have it down low. That one just nearly kissing the goal line. And now it's Valencia battling for it along the top of the circle. Germondo punching this one out of his zone. And now Mikolanda with the steal. Mikolanda faking his man out, trying to find someone in front. Now Germondo with the hit. Couldn't control it. Now this one sent all the way down the ice for a shot on Chandler. 3:15 showing on the clock. A reverse play there to Rocco Braun. Now Braun feeling the pressure. Now Germondo. Mikolanda skating up with it. Mikolanda fires! And another save by the netminder.
Another shot to the goalie's chest right there, Clifton, and that's just not the way to do it. That's not the way to score here and get it past the goal line. You got to try to open it up a little bit more if you're Kevin Mikolanda.
And block shot there from Florida State. Another second try and a deflection. The top line out here for the Fighting Knights, trying to cut the lead in half once again. Rocco Braun coming out with it. Braun back to Doyle. Doyle to Braun. Sheffield with it now. Sheffield muscling his way around the ice. And a turnover, a breakaway opportunity for the Seminoles. A great back-checking play there by Sheffield. And now a breakaway opportunity for the Fighting Knights. Braun couldn't control it. And now this one sent into the defensive zone for the Fighting Knights. And a long shot there, and a glove save by Chandler. Just under 2 minutes left in this second period of play. Another huge, huge opportunity there for the Fighting Knights, Luis.
Fighting Knights are running out of time once again in the period, similar to last period where they try to claw their way back but just ran out of time. Fighting Knights looking to equalize with less than 2 minutes left in this second period. You hope that they find a way to muscle it through.
Now the Seminoles, a long lead pass. Mason Marie with the hit. Now it's Douglas coming away with it. Douglas sending this one the length of the ice. No icing. Stapleton wheeling in on the forecheck as well as Douglas. Now a long stretch pass for the Seminoles. The Seminoles entering the zone. 1:20 left. Seminoles up top. Mason Marie defending. Marie, a poke-checking play, trying to get it out of the zone. Now it's Towns Haley getting stapled to the glass. 1 minute left in the second period. The Fighting Knights still trying to get it out. And now it's Mason Marie with 2-on-1 opportunity. Mason Marie fires this one out of play for another whistle.
Mason Marie trying to do it all, Clifton. Fortunately, nobody there open to help him out and try to lead a pass there to a goal. Unfortunate for the Fighting Knights, just no one there to assist Mason Marie, Clifton.
Now it's Mason Marie with it again. Now Towns Haley, a block shot. Now it's Eddie Valencia on the back check. The Seminoles trying to stretch their lead. Valencia. Now Mason Marie defending, gives his man a whack. Now Seminoles missing that play up top. Puck exits the zone. Mickelbust on the forecheck along with Valencia. Now it's Mickelbust. Mickelbust going back door, trying to find the captain. The captain going to the point. Mason Marie, long shot, that one deflecting out of play.
A great job right there by the Fighting Knights. Aggressive right there. Aggressive on that forecheck right there. 2 men on the Seminoles defenseman. But with 8.7 seconds left, time is running out once again, Clifton, similar to the last period. And let's see what these final 8 seconds have in store for us.
Germondo winning the draw back to Marie. Now Valencia trying to get it to the front. Germondo, a captain, a final shot attempt. That one sticked away for another save.
At the end of the second period, here from Palm Beach Skate Zone, it's Florida State 3, Lynn University 1. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back here at Palm Beach Skate Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to tonight's game, which features Lynn University's Fighting Knights and Florida State University Seminoles. Clifton, as we return to the third period, Fighting Knights have to fight their way back.
They really do, Luis. That was a period full, packed full of even more opportunities for this Fighting Knights squad. And we also saw some excellent goaltending from Chandler. Chandler was on his head and made multiple diving stops for the Fighting Knights in that second period.
Yeah, Matt Chandler really showing Coach Peroni what he's capable of and showing that he's a mainstay for the Fighting Knights for years to come here, Clifton. Matt Chandler has really been able to show his goaltending skills in an array of different fashions. You know, Matt Chandler just really doing his thing out right now. And as we are about to return to the third and final period here of play, we give a shout out to a very loyal fans out here tonight supporting the Fighting Knights. Adam London, Tanya Serpas, Tina Serpas, and Nati out there enjoying themselves out tonight as the Fighting Knights try to claw their way back into this matchup, Clifton. It's been a big crowd out here tonight, and you expect the Fighting Knights to claw their way back. Fans are in here in attendance hoping for the same. And this is a very exciting third and final period, Clifton. I expect many more opportunities and hopefully some more spark out of the Fighting Knights.
And we are underway in this third and final period as the Seminoles are back in their own zone. Luca Vicino in there on the forecheck. A 3-on-3 coming back the other way for the Seminoles. Willem Kurth and Kevin Mikolanda, the defensive pairing, to start the third period. As we see a 3-on-2 opportunity for Luca Vicino. Luca Vicino, a shot over the net. Now it's Kurth trying to get it back the other way. Now Sheffield on the pickup. Sheffield to Vicino. Now Sheffield hammering him into the glass. Now Vicino. Vicino has Braun to Braun. Braun, drop pass to Vicino. Vicino, a shot! Stick save. Braun looking for Grimando. Grimando scores! The Fighting Knights fight their way back and chop the lead in half.
Great call there, Clifton. Luca Vicino connecting with the captain right there. Excellent backhanded, flashy goal right there. Fighting Knights right back in it as I sensed it in the pregame right here, Clifton. This will surely be interesting.
And some excellent patience and poise on that goal from the captain, Grimando. Really making his presence known here. And now a steal by Mason Marie. Marie, a pad save there. Now it's Grimando. Grimando looking to Haley. Towns Haley onto Mickelbust. Mickelbust couldn't get it in. Now comes back out the zone. Now Towns Haley back to Mickelbust. Mickelbust waiting. Puts it down deep. Now Valencia on the forecheck. Now Valencia onto Grimando. Couldn't find a stick. Now Grimando in alone in that far side corner. Now it's back in the Seminoles' possession. Florida State rimming this one around. Now a long lead pass. Towns Haley chopping at it. Valencia, a tip play, making this go all the way back down the ice. Just over 2 minutes into this third period. Valencia on the back check. Now it's Haley. Backhanding this one to central ice. Florida State going off the boards. Now Mason Marie. Mason Marie finding Stevens. And this one in icing.
Lynn Ice Hockey is sponsored by Publix, Bauer Hockey, Pizza Rica, Goldie's Gang, and Howie's Hockey Tape. Well, Clifton, pressure. But
Fighting Knights alive and well early on in this third period, but we are confused why this draw is coming to center ice even though the call was an icing. I guess they waved it off and chose to drop the puck in the middle of the ice. Now Stevens trying to center it. That one blocked by a skate. And now Florida State coming back the other way. The Fighting Knights well on the back check and a long defensive play there by Towns Haley. Now it's Stevens around the net with it. Stevens along the boards to Stapleton. Getting it out to Mason Marie. Mason Marie finds Douglas. Both of them going off sides. But now Mason Marie on the back check and a shot and a save by Chandler. Now Stevens in alone and dumps this deep. Now the Fighting Knights top line out here of Rocco Braun, Sam Sheffield, and Luca Vicino. Luca Vicino hounding his man on the back check. A long lead pass through neutral territory. A drop play for the Seminoles. Excellent defensive back-checking play. And now a breakaway 2-on-0 for the Fighting Knights. Luca Vicino. Vicino to the front. Rebound. Scores! We're tied! A tie game! Luca Vicino tying it up for the Fighting Knights.
Luca Vicino, Clifton, with the equalizer. My goodness, Clifton. What a great turn of events for the Fighting Knights. Just like how you drew it up. You knew it was going to fall through eventually, and so far they've been able to score 2 goals within the last 5 minutes of this opening third and final period, Clifton. Unbelievable right here. And
we do see a timeout on the side of the Florida State Seminoles, which is certainly a good sign here for the Fighting Knights as we just moments ago tied the game. With 16-17 left in this third and final period.
The Fighting Knights piercing their way through the Seminoles defense, Clifton. And able to get consecutive passing, Clifton, right there. Luca Vicino and the captain, Gramando, making those excellent passes for that second goal. And this one, just a great aggressive forecheck, 2-on-0, and Luca Vicino taking it all away himself, unassisted right there. And the Fighting Knights have fought their way back, Clifton.
They certainly have, and head coach Peroni starting the top line out here for the Fighting Knights, and they're already in on the attack with a long shot.
Fighting Knights silencing the Seminoles bench as they were very chirpy to start off this matchup earlier tonight.
Things were really flaring from both sides as this draw was won. Back to the point, and a stick save there. The Fighting Knights going all in on the attack, and a long shot there by Kurth. That's 2 shots in this shift for Willem Kurth. And Doyle hit from behind, taking his man out of the play, and this one going all the way down the ice for an icing. Florida State Seminoles being put on their heels.
Yeah, it's been very impressive, Clifton. And it's so great to see the Fighting Knights put all the pieces together. And it's forming up to be a excellent, excellent offensive rush here.
Now Valencia goes down low. Mickelbust on the forecheck. Now Valencia forechecking as well. Mickelbust along that far side and gaining control. Mickelbust drops it to Kurth. Kurth going down low. Now it's Valencia behind the net. Valencia couldn't reach it. Valencia turnover and taken down to the ice. No call. Now it's Gramando on the back check. A long shot blocked by Kurth. This is the first time the Seminoles have really entered the Fighting Knights defensive zone. And now the Fighting Knights immediately rushing down the ice with it. Backhanding this one is Valencia. And now Michelanda, long shot. That one deflecting by the net. Centering play. And now Gramando couldn't put it home. The captain Gramando going down low. Turnover there. Valencia on the forecheck. Gramando, one-timer, back door. Couldn't find Mickelbust. This one hammered all the way to the point. The Seminoles trying to get it out. The Fighting Knights continuing their offensive onslaught. Now Mickelbust, long shot, and a stoppage.
Unfortunately for the Fighting Knights right there, Dean Mickelbus maybe unaware that he was receiving the puck in that moment. An optimal moment for the Fighting Knights to hit a clapper right there past the goaltender.
You know, it was a last-second decision from the captain there, choosing not to shoot and trying to go to that extra step to Mickelbus, but Mickelbus definitely was not ready for that. Now we see the third line out here for the Fighting Knights as this is one back to the point and a long shot to the net by Mikolanda.
Lynn Ice hockey fans, it's these moments that you want to share and talk about on social media. So tell the world that you are watching. Share your experiences, connect with other fans, and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite team. For more information, visit Lynn Ice Hockey on Instagram and Twitter at Lynn Ice Hockey, and tweet us using the hashtag LynnKicksIce.
Now this one nearly kissing the rafters. Icing called, fortunately for the Fighting Knights, and this one coming all the way back down. 14-19 left in this very heated and close third period. The Fighting Knights tying the game very early on. Now Jack Douglas taking the draw for the Fighting Knights. The Seminoles winning this back to the corner. Now Stevens trying to go down low. Stevens, a long stretch play. Now it's Douglas. Douglas going deep. The Seminoles hammer this one around, and now it's Stapleton trying to send it back in. The Fighting Knights on the forecheck. Now it's Mikolanda. Mikolanda, a D-to-D play to Trokey. Trokey gaining the red and sending this one all the way down the ice. Now it's back to Mikolanda. A long shot. That one tried to be deflected in by Stevens. Now it's Douglas. Douglas a shot. That one soaring over the 6x4. Now the Seminoles breaking out with speed, evading Douglas. Now a 3-on-2 opportunity. A long shot. Saved by Chandler. Diving back. That one just kissing the post. And that one cleared away for the Fighting Knights to go on back onto the forecheck. Luis, that is some excellent goaltending if I've ever seen it.
Matt Chandler is here, and he is ready to block all shots.
And it's attempt for the Fighting Knights, and they score! The Fighting Knights with their first lead tonight. Rocco Braun, a wraparound shot, and they have the lead.
Rocco Braun coming up clutch for the Fighting Knights. Rocco keeping his composure, understanding the situation, Clifton, here in the third period, and just keeping it simple, shoveling that puck right past the Seminoles goaltender. And the Fighting Knights bench is loving this, Clifton.
Along with the crowd too. And Luis, this is the most explosive period we've seen for the Fighting Knights, as they're already in on the forecheck. But the Florida State Seminoles coming back in and showing they're not going away. Now it's Sam Sheffield stapling his man. The Seminoles trying to pass their way to the front. Now Mason Marie. The Seminoles have it behind the net. Now a shot. They try to get it home, and now it's cleared away from danger. A tired Rocco Braun going off the ice. Steps on Eddie Valencia. And now a takeaway, 2-on-1 opportunity. Luca Vecino. Vecino shoots off the post. Now Luca Vecino with a second opportunity. Luca Vecino. Germondo scores! The Captain Germondo with 2!
It's Tommy time! Fighting Knights up by 2. And once again, Clifton, the captain, and Vecino making that connection. Their chemistry is ever flowing right now as they successfully convert with another goal. And the Seminoles right now questioning themselves as they've been dethroned in this third period.
Now Mason Marie with the offensive play there, but here come back the Seminoles. Mickelbus trying to find Marie again. Marie trying to get back to his position. Now it's Germondo. Germondo off the wall to Marie. This one intercepted by Marie. Marie blowing a tire at the blue line. And now it's Germondo. Germondo finding Mickelbust. Mickelbust finding Kurth. Kurth wheeling in, toe drag move. Kurth, a backhand. And we have a whistle. Not sure what the whistle was. Believe it was because the net was pushed off. And we will have a draw.
Yeah, the net was moved on that near post shot right there as the goaltender went to his left to defend that.
Just 11 minutes left in this third and final period. The Fighting Knights pulling ahead by 2. Eddie Valencia sending this one in deep. Now it's Germondo. Germondo getting stapled along the boards. Mickelbust in there with them along with Eddie Valencia. Now Mickelbust. Stopping and starting. Gives it to Kurth. Kurth trying to find Germondo. Now it's Eddie Valencia. Valencia finding the captain Germondo. Germondo with 2 goals in tonight's game. Now the Seminoles come back the other way. The Seminoles back-checking play and a diving one by the captain Germondo. Chandler lost his glove. Doyle giving him his glove. Stapleton going off sides. And Chandler putting his equipment back on. Luckily, the puck isn't even near Chandler. Now Douglas being hassled by the Florida State Seminoles player. Things heating up here in this third period. 9:50 showing on the clock, and this one launched out of play. A draw coming inside. 9:48 left on the clock here, Luis.
Fighting Knights can smell it, Clifton. They are up by 2. Aggressive back checking there by the captain, going all in on that puck, making sure to clear it out and destroy the opportunity for the Seminoles.
And now a breakaway opportunity there for the Seminoles, and they score. That was a planned play, and we have a penalty. This one looks to be going to Matt Fromer. I believe he pushed his man. And Fromer making his way to the box, and the Seminoles will be given a power play on top of a goal. And a lot of momentum swinging on to the Seminoles side as they do get a goal and a power play because Matt Fromer pushed his man.
Yeah, Matt Fromer not doing the smart thing right there. Fighting Knights already conceding a goal And now they're up against the wall once again. This is a unique situation, Clifton, because the Fighting Knights find themselves with a lead, but once again on the penalty kill. All the penalty kills they have been faced with have been being down in the game. I wonder what Coach Peroni is thinking up right now and what he's going to opt for, as they still have the 1-goal advantage here. I don't know, Clifton, what do you think? If you're Coach Peroni, do you opt with the same specials team squad right there, or
I would still stay confident in this same penalty killing squad. I would certainly go with the aggressive approach of head coach Peroni, of at least Luca Vicino and Germondo, or at least Eddie Valencia, to try to keep them in the offensive zone. But we do see the 2 minutes appearing on the board on the Fighting Knights side. And this really is a very worrying position for the Fighting Knights. It's really going to come down to these next 2 minutes, Luis.
Yeah, Eddie Valencia is on the ice here for the penalty kill. He has been excellent and has really been the glue for the Fighting Knights, sweeping away the puck out of their own zone. As there's another stoppage here with 9:34 left on the clock, Clifton. This is really going to test the Fighting Knights right here.
Vicino trying to hammer this one all the way down the ice, but this one is sent into the Fighting Knights defensive zone. The Seminoles going to work around the net. Kurth defending, along with Eddie Valencia. Luca Vicino and Kevin Michelanda out there as well. The Seminoles working their way up top. Valencia defending, deflection, rebound, this one hammered away by Vicino. Valencia applying just a bit of pressure. Valencia peeling away. 1:15 left on this penalty kill for the Fighting Knights. Michelanda defending his man. They go back up top. Now to the far side. Valencia. Now a saucer pass. They choose to go down low on their knees. Loose in front. Cleared away by Michelanda. 50 seconds left on this penalty kill. Kurth with it. Kurth needs to get it down, and he does. Slinging this one all the way down the ice. Vicino applying pressure. Luca Vicino save on the wraparound attempt. Vicino had a gaping net on the penalty kill. And the Florida State netminder keeping the lead for the Fighting Knights at 1.
I don't believe the Florida State goaltender was aware he had the puck, Clifton. Seemed like it was for sure a goal. But fortunate enough for the Seminoles, they escaped that major mistake right there.
Now the Seminoles going in on the attack. Towns Haley hassling his man along with Mason Marie. Now Towns Haley hammering this one all the way down the ice. The goaltender missing, and now Mickelbust forechecking. Mickelbust on the steal. Mickelbust right into the net, or into the logo of the netminder for Florida State. Penalty kill time expiring for the Fighting Knights. Even strength restored. 7:35 left in this third and final period, as the play is called offsides.
Well, Clifton, the Fighting Knights answer right back, clearing the puck 4 times in that penalty kill, and really showing that they are in control of this third period.
The Fighting Knights cannot get too ahead of themselves. They need to keep applying pressure, especially offensively, as we do see Sam Sheffield on the hunt for it, along with Rocco Braun. Now Towns Haley. Haley sending this one all the way down deep. Icing waved off. Luca Vicino on the forecheck. The Seminoles passing their way through. Mason Marie defending. Now it's Sheffield. On to Vicino. Vicino touches this one to Braun. Braun back to Vecino. Vecino peeling off. Gets this one across to Sheffield. Sheffield, a shot. And a stoppage. 6:47 left here in this third period. The third line rolling out here for the Fighting Knights. Stapleton, Douglas, and Stevens. Douglas on the draw. This one back into the favor of the Seminoles. Douglas hounding his man. The Seminoles wheeling around with it. Now a turnover. Stapleton, a diving play. Now it's back at the point. The Seminoles, and they score.
Seminoles with the equalizer right there, Clifton. Seemed like it might have deflected last second off of one of the Fighting Knights defensemen, leaving Matt Chandler just a little bit out of his reach right there. As Seminoles tuck it into the far corner of the net, and we're back locked up here in the third period, Clifton.
The Fighting Knights cannot get too down and out. They need to realize they are still very, very much in this game. 6 minutes and 13 seconds are left. The Fighting Knights still have plenty of time to go to work, apply the pressure, and try to pull ahead.
Couldn't agree more, Clifton. Seminoles responded immediately with that power play goal. And now the equalizer here coming in late in the third period. You would think that the Fighting Knights have a little bit more left inside of them to come back in and fight, as their namesake says.
Now Jack Douglas along the far side. This one whipped all the way down the ice. Valencia applying pressure. Doyle there, lifting his man's stick. Doyle going off in exchange for Mason Marie. Mason Marie on the steal. Mason Marie dipping and diving in. Marie still trying to maintain possession, but now a 2-on-2 back the other way. Grimando and Kurth defending. A shot! That one deflecting to the corner. Valencia playing this one out for the captain, Grimando. Grimando applying pressure along with Dean Mickelbust. Mickelbust going down low. No one there. Eddie Valencia pressing his man to the boards. Now it's Mickelbust. Mickelbust chooses to turn back around. Now it's Grimando. Grimando keeping the offense going. Mickelbust. Mickelbust. Centering play. Couldn't find Grimando. Haley, a shot. Deflection. Loose in front. Grimando couldn't put it home.
Back again, Clifton. With the Fighting Knights inching closer and closer to that gold line. You'd hope that they get it, squeak one right past it again.
And we do see another set play there by the Seminoles where they just flip the puck upon a one draw and send out 3 men. And now Mason Marie, a spinorama move. This one shot all the way down the ice for Rocco Braun. Braun breaking in, tries to center it. Sam Sheffield couldn't pull the trigger. Sheffield. Now Vecino. Luca Vecino. Vecino trying to shoot. Now it's Braun. Now Mason Marie. Mason Marie, a shot. That one fluttering into the glove for a stoppage. Fighting Knights close there once again. 4:02 on the clock in this third period.
It was Mason Marie Clifton starting it off with the spin around move. As that one's wide. And a trapped puck by the Seminoles goaltender. Mason Marie was the one that started that offensive rush for the Fighting Knights. Spinorama move in their own zone and dropping a pass into neutral zone to Luca Vicino. And they're back here, Clifton, in the offensive zone looking to cash in.
Now we see a long shot there. That one deflected by Luca Vicino. Now this is put in front. Braun. Now Mikko Londa. Mikko Londa whiffing on the slap shot attempt. Mikko Londa still putting this one in deep. Vicino there applying pressure along with Braun. This one put back to the other side. Now back into the hands. Now Vicino. Vicino finding Sheffield. The shield. A save. And this play whistled down.
Sheffield with an excellent shot right there. Straight to the goaltender's chest.
And Luis, it really looks like the Fighting Knights are truly realizing how much time and space they have. They're making passes and plays, but they're just not finding the back of the net enough. And a shot there by Gramando. Gramando, rebound attempt. Now it's Kurth. Now Mikko Londa. Mikko Londa, another shot, deflection. That one nearly kissing the goal line. And this one played all the way down the ice. Mikko Londa, a stick lift. Dean Mickelbus helping the defense. 3 minutes left in this third period. Mikko Londa. Along the wall to Valencia. Now Gramando, a 3-on-2 opportunity. Gramando stopping, trying to find Valencia. Now Valencia defending, shoves his man down to the ice. Marie with a diving play. Now centering play. This one played all the way down the ice for Mickelbust. Mickelbust in alone. Mickelbust, drop play, trying to find Valencia, but now it's Mason Marie hammering this one for a delayed offsides. 2 minutes and 25 seconds showing on the clock in this third period. The top line still out for the Fighting Knights. Towns Haley rumbling down the ice. Haley centering play, no one there. This one
to 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 find a way to cash in and unable to do so right there with Luca Vecino on the last attempt in overtime.
And Luis, out of all the losses, this one really hurts the most. They were so close and didn't come home with a win. But we do want to thank you and everyone here at Palm Beach Skate Zone. Have a great night.